Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and if this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, I usually focus on fashion, beauty, luxury, lifestyle, fragrances, and pretty much whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that seems like something that you may be interested in, go ahead and click on that subscribe button if you enjoy the content, of course. Also, if you're already a subscriber, go ahead and click on that notification bell so that you do not miss an upload from me. Okay, y'all, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my transitional fall fragrances that I am excited to pull out. So if you're interested, then stick around. Okay, y'all, so let's start off with some vanillas. I'm sure that is so many of our favorite note in fragrances. And at the turn of the season, when it starts to get a little bit chilly and brisk outside, I can't wait to pull out my vanillas. But you can't always go in with those super heavy hitters. So I have some vanillas here that I think will be amazing for transitioning into the fall and winter seasons. You guys already knew it. First up, it's going to be Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand. This is my favorite vanilla fragrance in my collection. This fragrance is gorgeous, and in my opinion, it's worth the hype. So it is a fairly linear fragrance. If I could describe this would be like a burnt sugar, creamy fragrance. It has tonka bean, it has vanilla, of course, it has sugar cane, and it's almost that little crispy, sugary layer of the creme brulee, you guys. This smells phenomenal. It is a beautiful layering scent. This does last on the skin all day, but it does not project like I would like. So I do love to layer this, and it just amps up so many different fragrances, you guys. I'll be talking about how I'm layering this with some other fragrances coming up, but this is such a beautiful vanilla fragrance. And I highly, highly, highly recommend this one. It's pretty pricey, but you can see the dent. I love it, and I will be replacing this when I run out. It's so good. The next fragrance that I cannot wait to pull out, and I've honestly been wearing this a little bit already, this is Black Tie by Celine. This is from their private line, and guys, this fragrance is gorgeous. This is what you call your rich hotel lobby vanilla. It's a beautiful powdery vanilla fragrance that is great for all year round. But if you are one of those seasonal people who only wear certain notes in certain seasons, I think this one is beautiful to transition into the fall. This is a classy vanilla. It has a little bit of a smoky touch to it. The orris note in here really stands out to me because it's so powdery, and I really like it. I like to describe this as like one of those ethereal vanillas. So another fragrance that would be in this category would be Dama Bianca from Zerof. But this one to me is just a little bit more elevated and looks, it's beautiful, you guys. Highly recommend this one. This was hard to find for a while, but I do believe you can find this at Celine stores now. It's gorgeous. You need to get this one in your collection. And this bottle is gorgeous. It looks beautiful on your vanity. And this is not a vanilla fragrance that I would consider to be a gourmand, but it's definitely a vanilla fragrance overall. It's just gorgeous, beautiful, feminine, luxe. Imagine a Parisian vanilla. This is what you would get. Okay, it's just everything. I love this fragrance. Oh, I may wear this today. It just smells so good. The next vanilla fragrance that I have to tell you guys about is from the house Lise, and it is the fragrance Beau. Now, this is what I would consider to be another luxurious smelling vanilla, not gourmand, but it still has that beautiful vanilla in here, and it has a woody incense vibe to it. But the wood in this does not lean masculine to me in any way. I mean, I guess it could be a unisex fragrance, don't get me wrong, but some woody fragrances, like the wood takes over the vanilla. This is not one of them. It's still one of those light, almost ethereal woody vanilla scents. I think you guys would love this one. This also has a tobacco note. It has a little bit of oud, like I said, some incense, resin. It's just one of those resinous vanilla fragrances that I really do feel like a lot of people may be missing in their collection. It is a quite unique vanilla in my opinion, and I think you guys would like this if you're looking for a vanilla fragrance that's not overly gourmand, has a little bit of a incensey, sexy, magical quality to it. Beau from Lise would be that for you. And you can get this on Twisted Lily. I was gifted this fragrance, but of course, all opinions are my own. And speaking of the house of Lise, when they sent me over this fragrance, they also sent me over some samples, and Lucien or Lucien is definitely on my list, you guys. It's more of a fresh fragrance, a little bit more clean, a little bit of fruitiness in there, but I really love that one. But out of all of the samples that I tried, I do feel like Beau would be the perfect transition fragrance. I want to spray this one out. And I think it's very important to note that this is not a creamy vanilla. This is more of a dry, powdery vanilla fragrance. So keep in mind, it does have that incense, that tobacco. It's a really nice elevated vanilla, you guys. So yeah, check out Bow from the House of Lease. You can get this on Twisted Lily, and I do have a discount code if you guys are interested. I'll put it across the screen here. Now, speaking of a vanilla with tobacco in it, I am in love with NDA from Forever Mood. This is Jackie Aina's line, and I just love this fragrance so much, you guys. It smells so beautiful. Oh my goodness. So this does have tobacco flower. So it's not as smoky or thick as other fragrances that have a tobacco note. I would say don't be afraid of this. This is a beautiful vanilla scent that I would say is sexy and elevated. It has some tonka bean, and I think it has some rum in here. And I definitely get some of that booziness in here. So here's what I would say. If you are in love with Angel Share from Kilian and you're looking for a lighter version of that, NDA is your girl, because Angel Share can get syrupy, sweet, pretty thick. And this is just a more feminine, fluffier, airier version of that. And it's just so addictive to me. I love wearing this. I have a nice little dent in this one as well. So yes, I do love this. It does not project like I would like it to, but it is still a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. So I just keep the travel size on me and I reapply. I don't typically like to do that, but lately I have loved carrying a travel size with me. I like to keep a little piece on me so I can always just smell myself and also have that beautiful sillage and trail following me. So yes, I love NDA from Forever Mood. I highly suggest you get this. And these have been sold out for a while, you guys, but they are finally back in stock on Sephora, and they may be in stock on the Forever Mood website as well. So check out NDA from Forever Mood. Now, if we're talking about vanillas, there's no way I could leave out Vanilla Skin from Fleur. Fleur took the internet by storm with their Vanilla Skin body mist, and then they came out with a fragrance, you guys. This is the Eau de Parfum, and I did a full review on this and comparison, so check that out. I'll link it in the cards. But you guys, if you like a woody vanilla scent that is super sweet, but not syrupy sweet, more sugar sprinkle type of sweet, you need Vanilla Skin. I wear Vanilla Skin, the body mist, all the time. I wear it to bed. I wear it to layer. But this fragrance is, this is basically Vanilla Skin, the body mist in perfume form. One thing I do like about this fragrance is that I get a little bit more of the notes throughout this one. Because I've had Vanilla Skin for so long, maybe it's had time to macerate, but I get a lot more of the sugariness in the body mist. In the fragrance, I get the woody notes. I get a little bit of that pink pepper, the apple. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Let me spray this. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is a vanilla that I think is a must-have in everyone's collection. If you're looking for just a beautiful vanilla fragrance that you can wear all the time, but it still has a little bit of depth to it, Vanilla Skin is that. It is gorgeous. Love the bottles, and I love the top on these. It's magnetic. Unlike the body mist, the top just keeps falling off. But yeah, Vanilla Skin from Fleur is a must-have in your collection. I've already gone through half of the travel size, so can't wait to start using the full bottle. And it's just gorgeous. Guys, this next fragrance, I could not wait to pull out. I would say that you can transition with this fragrance, and I'll get into why, but this is definitely a fragrance that you can wear in the fall and winter more so. But let's talk about this. This is Cirque du Soleil Parfum. Now, this is the fragrance from the Cirque du Soleil Circus, you guys. Like, oh my goodness. I was so terrified to pick this up, but I knew I wanted it because the bottle is stunning. Like, look at this bottle, you guys. It is gorgeous. Now, one thing I will say, the fact that this doesn't spin is a missed opportunity because clearly the Circus, you know, but the bottle is gorgeous. You see that ombre in the gold. It's just beautiful. That brush gold. This is a piece of art. So the bottle alone is gorgeous, but let's get into the fragrance. This is newer to my collection, and let me just tell you, I have two of them, okay? So the notes in this one are cotton candy, red apple, bergamot, butter, popcorn, freesia, iris petals, caramel, vanilla bean, amber, and sandalwood. Yeah, you heard me right, girl. It has butter and popcorn in this fragrance. And I was so scared because who wants to walk around smelling like feet? Because that's what buttered popcorn smells like. Okay, it literally smells like feet. I love to eat it, but I don't know if I want to smell like it. After a ton of research, Sharita M is the one that really convinced me to pick up this fragrance. She mentioned that she was a little bit afraid of that buttery popcorn note, and she said that it was done like really well. She did not lie. You guys, this smells like walking around the fair or the carnival. It smells like all of the things, that funnel cakey, cotton candy, candied apple goodness that you smell in the air when you're walking around the fair. And this smells so good, y'all. So that's why I feel like you can transition with this one, because 9 times out of 10, the fair is usually in the fall, but also in the summertime as well. And they blended this fragrance so well that like nothing sticks out too much. You do get that buttery popcorn. And every time I would look up a review, they're like, don't be afraid of the buttery popcorn. And then they would say, you do get the buttery popcorn. And I'm just like, why do y'all keep saying that, but then telling us not to be scared of it? I get it. I'm saying the exact same thing. I get the hint of the buttery popcorn. It almost gives it a saltiness more so than just feet. You know, it's done so well. For this to be their first fragrance, they did a phenomenal job on this, and I just can't wait to wear this, you guys. Like, I've worn it a couple times and I know I love it. It does last on me. It doesn't project for a long time. I would say it lasts on the skin about 6 to 8 hours, but the projection, I may get 4 to 5, right? But still, it is so beautiful. If you overspray, you'll definitely get a lot more projection, because people did smell me and they did say they loved it. Like, I smell edible. So this is a beautiful gourmand fragrance, and I'm really impressed with this fragrance, you guys, because it is blended beautifully. Think of Cheirosa 71, but 1,000 times better, because I don't like Cheirosa 71, but I know so many people love it. And to me, that has that buttery popcorn smell that smells like feet. I don't like it. I can't really wear it. It's almost like I want to wear it, but then it turns into feet, you know. This one, no, the cotton candy, the apple in this, I mean, it is just so well-rounded. I highly recommend you guys check out Cirque du Soleil Parfum. A beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and you can transition into the fall with this one, but you can wear it now. You can wear this one all year round if you are into sweet gourmand type of fragrances. So I digress, but you can tell I love this one. And the bottle, again, gorgeous. Now, I couldn't make a vanilla video without mentioning some of my citrusy vanillas. You guys know I love my citrusy vanillas. And so the first one I want to talk about is Forever Mood's Hard to Get. Look at the dent. Yeah, I've already gone through my travel spray, and you guys, I put this on everything. This is the best citrus vanilla that I own, in the sense that it is so creamy and smooth, but it still has this jasmine note in here that gives it that floral touch while still remaining extremely sweet and creamy in a way. It is just beautiful. It is just beautiful. Number one, I just think Jackie did a phenomenal job with her fragrance line as far as the scent profiles. These fragrances smell so good. Well, I like 3 of them. I'm not a huge fan of That Girl, or I forgot the name of it, the pink one. I'm not a fan of that one. I don't like the way that the oud was done in that. It's not my favorite, but I do have an oud fragrance that I want to tell y'all about soon. But I do love all the others, like Hard to Get. You Remind Me, the clear one, is a clean, sweet, pretty girl fragrance. And then also NDA, just a sexy fragrance. But like everyone says, and like I've mentioned before, they don't project in the way that I would want to. So I do layer them. But you guys, every time I wear one of her fragrances, I get a compliment. So it's like, so I know that these fragrances are contributing to that compliment, because when I wear the fragrances that I layer it with alone, those compliments are not coming in the same way, you know? So these do have a place in my collection, and I think you guys should check them out. They're only $79, and I think they're worth it, you guys. They smell so good, but this one, is my favorite out of the line. And then it's NDA, and then it's You Remind Me, but they are all amazing, and I wouldn't want to be without them. So this one has a citrine note, so it's like a lemon citrine. It also has jasmine, and of course it has vanilla. This is just phenomenal. Please get this, you guys. If it's available, it's been sold out for a while, but it should be in stock right now. I'll link it down below. You need it. Another citrusy vanilla that I love is Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. Now, I have 2 big bottles of this and a travel size. So I bought this on my own, and then Macy's gifted me one. But you guys, I love this citrus vanilla. A lot of people find this not to be their favorite. I would say that this is a polarizing scent, but whatever it does for me is what I love. People are saying they get like a lemon cleaner vibe. I don't get this. On my skin, I get this beautiful, creamy, like cupcake, lemon cupcake smell. Yeah, I really like this. So the notes in Devotion are candied lemon, panna cotta, orange blossom, rum, and vanilla. Y'all, it's amazing. And this one lasts on me as well. Like, I find that this wafts off of my skin all day long. It's beautiful. Okay. It is absolutely beautiful. I definitely get a little bit of that rum, but it's not too boozy. The panna cotta is just such a dessert smelling like citrusy vanilla on me. Okay. But keep in mind, this may not perform the same way on you, but this is one of my favorites. Love mixing these two together as well. I mean, a match made in heaven. I've mixed it with Cirque du Soleil already. I've mixed it with Vanilla Skin. I've mixed it with Escapade Gourmand. Just a beautiful, 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 beautiful citrus vanilla. Now, speaking of fun vanillas, I have to mention Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. Look at the dent, y'all. Like, I love this fragrance. It's really, really, really good. This fragrance has every note but the kitchen sink in it. I mean, it has notes of pear, jelly bean, bubblegum, vanilla. We have white caramel, rock sugar, sweet violet. I would say the notes that stand out to me the most are a hint of a sugary bubblegum, like the powdery sugar on top of bubblegum, if you will. The pear note stands out a lot. Patchouli stands out a lot. And marshmallow stands out a lot. I love Kayali because I just like her mind. Okay. I love Mona's mind. The way she does the marketing for her fragrances, it gets all the girls excited for girly, beautiful, fun fragrances. But when you get the fragrance, your mind almost has to just adapt because the marketing has made you already think, oh, I love sugary sweet. It's going to be so fun. And this is a girly girl fragrance, so I have to wear it. But honestly, when you get these fragrances, they're not childish in any way. This fragrance, the patchouli really does round out this fragrance. And of course, some people were a little bit disappointed when they got it because they were like, that patchouli note is strong. I enjoy that. As a woman who enjoys fun fragrances and sometimes sweet fragrances, I still want to smell like a woman, and you know, I'm wearing a perfume, not necessarily a body mist all the time or just candy sweet. You know what I mean? So I really like how she has made a fun, flirty, candy-like fragrance, but in a more elevated way. So that's what Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar is, in my opinion. It is an absolute beautiful vanilla fragrance, but it has that pear note. It has been compared to a Jean Paul Gaultier perfume and the Le Parfum. I forget the exact name of it. However, I've never smelled those. And this is, I'm not big on pear. I don't have a lot of pear fragrances, I would say, in my collection. So this is something that I didn't own and I'm happy to have it. So I don't know, put down below if you guys think that it smells like the JPG fragrance or not, but I think this is gorgeous. So if you're a vanilla girl and you like candy sweet type of scents, but you want something a little bit more elevated and something that will last and get compliments, Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar is that. This thing lasts forever on me, forever on my clothes, forever on my skin. Y'all, this lasts a very long time and it gets so many compliments. Okay. So definitely check out Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I'm not mentioning Vanilla 28. I feel like we all mention that all the time. I've mentioned it several times on my videos. It's sitting over there, but it's one of those fragrances fragrances that I think is just a base fragrance to have in your collection. You can wear it all year round. It's great for layering. You can wear it with this if you want to add a little bit more vanilla sweetness to it. But we all probably have that one. If you've been thinking about vanilla rock sugar and you don't mind a little bit of patchouli coming through, some florals, but that marshmallowy sweet candy-like fragrance with pear, check it out. I'm telling you, it's good. Now, speaking of marshmallow fragrances, I have to mention this one. So this is a Zara fragrance. And anytime I end up loving a Zara fragrance, I have to come by and tell you guys about it because I have put it out there in the universe and on my channel that I'm not big on Zara fragrances. And that hasn't changed, but there are some that I end up liking. And so I definitely want to be fair, right? Because I do know that Zara is easily accessible. It's a place where we all shop. And I love shopping there. And you can grab a fragrance on your way out that won't break the bank. I mean, you're looking at $17 to $35 or so. And so when I love a fragrance, I definitely want to mention it. And this one here, you guys, I have quickly fallen in love with. This is Velvet Shadow from Zara. Love the packaging on this as well. I wore this yesterday and the compliments that I got on this, y'all, it was out of this world. I've only had this fragrance a week and you can see the dent, okay? So this is said to be a dupe of either Oriana from Parfums de Marly or Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian. I have a travel spray of Love Don't Be Shy and I don't own Oriana because I don't like it. I also don't love Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. But both of those fragrances, people talk about them all the time, saying how beautiful they are. And I was tempted to purchase the Parfums de Marly one for like a while because the bottle is just so beautiful. You guys know I love Parfums de Marly. When I smelled this, wow, I was in shock. This is not a spot on dupe for either one of those fragrances, and whatever they did to make this different, that's why I love it, okay? So this has a marshmallow note. It also has some bergamot. It has mandarin in here, but it's not overly heavy on the orange blossom to me. And you guys know I'm not a huge fan of orange blossom. It just turns me off. And there is orange blossom in Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. Very, very thick and heavy. There's also orange blossom in Oriana. This probably has it as well, but it's just not as sharp in my opinion. It's not as overly heavy with the orange blossom, like I said. So this one has a little bit more of a floral touch, a little bit more of a airy, fluffier touch. It's not overly sweet like Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. I definitely get the more fun aspects of Oriana, but it still has more floral in here. And I love Velvet Shadow, you guys. So I will link this down below. I highly recommend you getting this. I want this to come in a smaller size. I know when they first debuted this fragrance, maybe last year or 2 years ago, it did come in a smaller size. I never looked twice at it because I thought it's Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. I don't want it. They only have the 100 ml right now, but I need the smaller one so I can throw it in my bag. I still put this in the cart yesterday though. Don't get it twisted. This smells so freaking good. I love it. Only $35. Like you can't beat it with a stick. So Velvet Shadow from Zara, it's a winner. Now Velvet Shadow does have a little bit of vanilla in here, and I wouldn't say it's vanilla heavy, but it's more of a vanilla marshmallow mix. But I mixed it with my Oud Bouquet from Lancome, you guys. If you've been following me for years, you would know my love for Oud Bouquet. This is very similar to Shagaf Oud from Swiss Arabian, but I like Oud Bouquet more. I've had this fragrance for a very long time and you can see how much has been used. And I've used this several times. This is the strongest fragrance that I probably own in my collection. So strong, you don't need a lot. This is when you see people hitting the pulse points and being done. That's enough, okay? Because usually I spray down, okay? Down. With this, bam, 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 bam. That's it. This fragrance is so elegant. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has vanilla, it has saffron, it has rose, it has oud. This is a beautiful fragrance, but mixed with either Oriana, if you have it, if you like that one, but mixed with Velvet Shadow. Wow, I was blown away, you guys. You need Velvet Shadow for this combo alone, especially if Oud Bouquet is just a little too much for you. And I can totally understand why it would be, because Oud Bouquet is definitely like, it's an oud fragrance, you know, it's a oudy rose, but it is done in the most beautiful, blended, well-rounded way. It's the best rose oud fragrance that I own. These two, a match made in heaven. Velvet Shadow makes Oud Bouquet more fun, more approachable, like, but still it has the depth in this. So it's almost as if this was in the base note. Oh, it's just so good. So good, you guys. So Oud Bouquet from Lancome. This is the private line. And then Velvet Shadow from Zara. Beautiful combination. Now, speaking of rose fragrances, you guys know I love my Delina, and this is when I start pulling out my Delina Exclusive, okay? I'm a Delina Exclusive girly. I prefer Exclusive over the original Delina, even though I have like my body creams and oils from the original Delina that I like to pair with this when I want to make it a little bit more bright, a little bit more tart. But the transitional months and when I just still want that girly, beautiful floral fragrance that I know is going to last and project and get compliments, no brainer. This is when I pulled out Delina Exclusive. It is so good. So this is essentially the original Delina with an added note of vanilla. So the notes are lychee, pear, bergamot, grapefruit, pink pepper, Turkish rose, agar wood, incense. Agar wood is oud, by the way. Vanilla, amber, woody notes, musk, and vetiver. And then it also has Evernil in there, which is like a compound. Guys, this is the most beautiful, pretty girl, powdery fragrance ever. If Delina was too much for you on the rhubarb, try Delina Exclusive. The rhubarb note can lean very sour and tart, and lychee can already have that type of quality to it. So that's why I feel like Delina Exclusive is a little bit more soft, well-rounded, but it is thick, okay? It is a thicker fragrance in my opinion, even though it's bright, I would say. I still wear this in the daytime, but when this is in that brisk, cool air, OMG. Perfect brunch fragrance, perfect, you know, wedding fragrance, all the things. It's just pretty girl approved. So beautiful. Love this one. Now here is another floral fragrance for the girls who love a fresh floral, but you need that vanilla in here. So this is Prada Paradoxe Intense. I do not like Prada Paradoxe, okay? I barely like the Intense. I enjoyed it, but it has that orange blossom in there and it just threw me for a loop. Y'all, I wore this to brunch a couple weeks ago and I could not stop smelling myself. This is absolutely not my scent profile, but the way that this smelled on skin and it lasted so long, like I was enveloped in this scent. So I want to recommend Prada Paradoxe Intense. If Prada Paradoxe was not your vibe, try Intense because again, this adds the vanilla, but it has the pear, it has neroli, something that I usually don't love, bergamot, moss, jasmine, neroli essence, bourbon vanilla, and regular vanilla. It also has amber and ambroxfix, I think, which is basically ambroxan or some type of compound of ambroxan. I can't really pronounce it, but you get the neroli. Okay, neroli smells like orange blossom essentially. So think Aperol Spritz, Campari, that type of scent that you get from those liquors. That's what this has in it. But the bourbon vanilla and the vanilla in this, the pear, the bergamot, it does something to it. Okay, so not a fan of Prada Paradoxe, but Prada Paradoxe Intense, I'm starting to get into her, and I just wanted to mention it because some people like vanilla in their fragrances, but not vanilla forward fragrances. Okay, so this one is a good one, and the added vanilla made this fragrance wearable to me. Okay, now for my vanilla girls who like a fruity vanilla and you want something that is going to be super sweet, vanillic, but also elevated, I highly recommend you guys check out Le Capital from Zerof. This is a strawberry vanilla forward fragrance and it is so beautiful. So it has notes of strawberry, caramel, peach, labdanum, leather, amber, saffron, ginger, rose, bourbon vanilla, and benzoin. Guys, this is such a well blended fragrance. The top is on here so good. But I love this one. Oh my goodness. It is definitely fruity, sweet, You get that vanilla. It's like a vanilla strawberry, but the leather in this, the labdanum and the rose rounds this out so beautifully to the point to where it's not sugary sweet like candy. You know what I mean? It is a fragrance. It has that perfume quality to it. And you know, Zerof tends to sometimes have a little bit of a, I would say an Arabic DNA, but this doesn't have any musk in it. And that's why I really, really, really love this, because it's not like musky in that way. It is so nice, you guys. I really do love this. The vanilla really does make this unique in my opinion, because usually when Zerof does fragrances, he has vanilla, but they don't have that fruity punch in them. This strawberry in here and the rose combo is so good. So yeah, highly recommend Le Capital from Zerof. This one lasts, I would say, about 7 to 8 hours. I did find myself having to kind of reapply this at the end of the night. But I think this is a beautiful transitioning fragrance, and you can wear this in the daytime, but you can also wear this for like date night. I think it can lean a little bit sexy as well because of that leather in here. It just gives a little hint. Don't be afraid of the leather, okay? A little hint of that kind of like bossy vibe to it, but it's still a sweet strawberry vanilla fragrance. Don't think strawberry cupcake. Don't think strawberry milkshake. It's not that kind of fragrance. It's just vanilla strawberry perfume with the rose in there. The rose is very prominent. The leather is not overly prominent, but I definitely smell it. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love this fragrance. And I usually don't love leather in my fragrances, so keep that in mind. But yeah, Le Capital from Zerof is a must-have for the fruity vanilla girlies out there that want something a little bit more elevated. Last but definitely not least, this fragrance right here, you guys. This is called Heal the Way, and this is Alex L's collaboration with Sniff. This fragrance I'm mentioning last because I think that this is one of the most comforting fragrances, if not the most comforting fragrance that I have in my collection. I learned about this fragrance when I went to DC, and this was in a goodie bag from a friend of mine's party. I love that fragrance so much. Like, I ended up asking everybody, like, can I have your sample? Because you guys, I was obsessed with this fragrance. And at the time, it was sold out everywhere. Couldn't get it. When this came back in stock, I immediately purchased this. So this is what I would consider to be a pistachio fragrance, but it has some beautiful vanilla notes in here. It is so cozy. It's so comforting. And if you know anything about Alex L, this is very, like, it embodies her personality. So Heal the Way has notes of vanilla absolute, pistachio, palo santo, amber, musk, and davana. Guys, this fragrance, I gotta spray it. Oh, oh my goodness. This is what I expected from Yum Pistachio. This is what I expected from any pistachio fragrance that everybody's ranting and raving about. This is what I expected. When I think of a pistachio, I think of a nutty, like, sweeter fragrance. Those fragrances were like fresh and just odd to me. This is your pistachio fragrance. You don't need another one in your collection. I mean, I do like Yum. Now that I've played with it a little bit more, I have an appreciation for it. Still don't have full bottle of it, but I'm starting to appreciate Yum. But it is not a pistachio fragrance, period. It is not to me. It has a pistachio note that I can't detect, but this is a pistachio fragrance. You get a lot of pistachio in here. You get the vanilla. You get that davana. It is a comforting, cozy scent. Think of a hug from your mother. It is beautiful. It's sweet without being cloying. It's sweet without being thick. It's just gorgeous, you guys. Highly, highly, highly recommend you check out Heal the Way from Sniff. Okay, y'all, so that wraps up my vanilla fragrances that I think are perfect for transitioning into the fall weather. Let me know some of your favorite vanilla fragrances that you can't wait to pull out. As the months get colder, I will definitely talk about more fragrances that I'm excited to wear for fall and winter. And also, let me know, because I really wanted to film this video, but I didn't know if it was too late. But I wanted to show you guys my biggest dents of the summer. You guys know I love my fragrance, but I have a lot of fragrances. So when I'm able to see significant dents in my fragrances, I'm like, I need to tell the people. But we're already like into fall a little bit, even though it's still warm where I live. So I really wanted to show you guys some of those fragrances. Let me know down below if you'd be interested. If not, we'll just keep moving on into fall and winter. Also, make sure to check out Twisted Lily for all of your niche fragrances. You can pick up Bow from the House of Lease, and you can use my code as well, which will be across the screen. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will talk to you on my next one. Bye, y'all.